Okay guys, what is up here? Let's start a new video. Oh, wait, huh? What, ma? 1 second. Coming. I just came back after realizing I do not have one of those. Guys, what's up? You came here for one reason only, and you obviously want millions of views and you want to be the next Drake. So let me tell you one thing, fuck you. That's not gonna happen. I'm here to give you some tips, some tricks, and probably debunk a few little myths along the way to really help you grow as an artist, even if you're not like a musician specifically, because when I'm saying artist, I'm kind of speaking loosely, anybody who's really into a creative field. I feel like a lot of this advice can apply to you. So that was fucking horrible. Hopefully by me leaning into the camera a little bit, the lighting is better on my face because I'm not really sure how everything is going here. I'm trying to do the best just so you can see me and it doesn't look trash. I wanted to do a top 5 or top 10 things to do, but like there's certain topics that I might go in depth on in further videos, and I probably might reach a limit at some point for the sake of time. Number 1, when you are starting to be an artist, the first thing that you honestly want to do is to figure out what you want to do. So build, grow, and mold your content. This is learning how to mix knowledge with experience in order to grow, because you can't grow without putting those two together. You can only do but so much, and for some people with the experience, that would be the talent that they were born with, which can eventually become limited along the way. And for other people who constantly research and go online to get as much information, to get the knowledge, if they do not practice learning their own physical capabilities, they will not know how to use that knowledge to actually make some headway, because you can know certain things that people who are talented don't know, but you can't implement them if you haven't practiced to build the talent yourself. After finally figuring out what you want to do, how to do it, and getting the information for that by keeping up with current trends, what has happened before, like a lot of this is an education journey. Getting the hang of social media, which would be the next step, because literally our platforms is what's taking over the world nowadays. Now that we have the internet, we have the ability to be able to advertise ourselves and also be able to interact with the world with just a few simple platforms. Learning that the only way you can get a fan is by interacting with other people on social media, not actually spamming them, genuine interactions and being yourself, then you'll finally get the hang of things. The last step, part of the whole content thing, is being yourself, learning how to tell the difference between real or fake. There are a bunch of people who has blown up in the media based on clickbait and clickbait alone, in genuine content, and if you watch them or actually pay attention to a lot of their platforms, they fall over time. I mostly believe because they're not fully an established artist, or they're not even invested into the craft that they put themselves out there for. They literally just did it for the views, and then once they got the views, like, you know, they don't know where to go after that. Step 2. Be careful of scammers, and the best way to avoid scammers is by educating yourself. Why? Because anyone who is running an official business or is ready to give you a service, because scammers are people who's telling you they're giving you a service and they're actually not, they would be proud to give you information. They are willing to talk to you because they want to educate you about their business as much as gaining you as a customer. They're trying to teach you some Jesus fucking Christ. And there's a bunch of people who's putting out a bunch of scam services as well as a bunch of real services. And with a bunch of artists, scammers are easily abducting them left and right. They don't know that to really grow your fan base, it takes a lot of time and commitment, but people would like to tell you that the better way is to post things once a month, advertise, try to get on the algorithm, which is something I'll explain later, and to do other things, which is taking you away from actually saving money and putting it into making a good product and really spending it on people seeing really nothing. Is it really smart to advertise or pay for promotion when you have nothing to be seen in the first place? It is a waste of your money. It is also a waste of your money if you are also not prepared. You're not ready to just give it, literally just, and you do not want to put yourself into that position at all. Ask people who are offering you a service what they've done and what they are doing currently. Don't fall for the guy that's like, I've done something for Chris Brown and Justin Bieber. That's cool. That's probably years ago. What are you doing now? Because every single day there's something new. There is a new way to market. There's a new way to advertise. And you need someone that is literally doing their job, keeping up with that. So mostly people will scam you just in terms of promotion. Like a lot of scams come promotion based. Botting views, botting streams, telling you they're going to put you on the platform. Stay away from it. Number 3, be careful of your friends. It's actually more or less teaching you time management. Learning how to balance and organize your friends. After, first of all, you gotta find a good circle of friends, but you have to know that like, it's really, really hard to spend time with everybody. It's also really hard to actually do something for yourself if you're too busy dividing yourself for everybody else. And having a very balanced mindset is the most important thing in this field, because being able to manage your time, manage who you talk to, and just manage anything in general like your content, you will be able to achieve the most success. You can do so many things. It doesn't matter how much content you're doing. It's how you balance your personal time and everything you're doing in between. So yeah. Number 4, knowing how to brand. Branding is not a logo. Branding is not advertising. Branding is not just showing people a way of life. Branding is not just putting up Instagram posts here and there. Branding is everything I've mentioned and much more, because you are trying to get people invested and to participate into a lifestyle. Being a brand is being able to create a brand is a lot of work, but you're able to bypass the time by creating content and doing little things along the way that you can literally add to your overall image. You don't have to be socially acceptable for everybody. You have to know how to just be able to show yourself. Like, that's just really it. That will make people more interested. Part 2 to this, because this is really not like a part 5 type of thing, is learning the legal side. I feel when you're taking the initiative to start branding yourself as an artist, you need to start knowing the legal side of everything type shit, and especially for your own safety. Owning your music, being able to put copyrights on certain things can save you so much, and it can actually make you money in the future. The purpose of branding early is to be able to lock in these opportunities later on. Number 5, collaborate. And if you want to be seen, working with other people is the perfect way to do that. Actually making sure that you're doing collabs and making sure you're doing different projects here and there with other people. You are interacting, you are networking, you are doing so many things to spread the ability of word of mouth and to spread yourself everywhere. And don't stunt your growth by just being that arrogant guy ignoring opportunities like that. Number 6, focus on your mental health. Your mental health is very, very, very important. You're doing something that's very social. You're putting yourself out there a lot. You have to have tough skin for this field, because in all honesty, being an artist is the most dangerous thing ever type shit, especially if you are well known. And don't jump into this field at all thinking that, thinking morally at least, thinking that there's rights and wrongs and all of that shit. This is a very, very weird, chaotic world where so many things actually don't stick properly. Whatever the fuck it is. But just because you're going to experience things like being out and about or in the studio making a song and your best friend dying. You probably might catch a message or something of someone not giving a fuck about some shit you're doing and attacking something important to you. I don't know. Don't want to get deep into it. Just be careful. Number 6, manage your growth. You kind of do this in number 1, but number 6 is really like, once you have yourself established, you kind of start paying attention to your social medias more. You focus less on the type of content you're creating, and you focus more on how people are reacting to your content, because you obviously established that first. And you want to pay attention to things like impressions, interactions, why people liked and why people comment versus the fact that people liked and comment and how many. You can't go about this journey trying to fake it to make it. You can go about this journey being as real as possible and attracting people to your profile by being a genuine artists. Like, you have to understand there are real humans behind every platform, and understanding that is not taking it too seriously. But taking it too seriously is doing something like following for someone to follow you back because you need that. And learning what the algorithm really is. An algorithm is just a data collector. It collects data that shows if something is popular and then pushes it. It pushes stuff that is on demand. It pushes popular content. It's nothing schedule based like a lot of people are manipulating people to believe. Like, in some cases you can, for example, upload a song early and then advertise to Spotify to get it on a playlist or something. That is true, but it doesn't mean, for example, that Spotify don't have the data of the song and can't collect massive amounts of data to eventually push the song later, which is the purpose of the algorithm. It's how it is able to determine what's popular and what is not by the amount of interactions a post collects. Anyways, I hope you guys got a lot of info from this video. I hope it's not too long or lengthy. I'm going to do my best to cut in between to make it short enough that's not too boring and dragged out. I should be having a lyric video or something coming out tomorrow, and then the next week after, a music video. I'm trying to keep content up, as well as more advice. If anything were to happen to my career, I want you to know that this is the type of person I am, and this is what I am passionate about, more so than just having people watch me. I care about having a community full of artists that can just really grow, just enjoy doing what the fuck they do best. Anyways, I hope you all have a good fucking day, because I am fucking tired. And yeah, mother.